Today, I'm going to go through my favorite knives of 2025. I'm going to start out with an honorable mention and a couple of one-off categories. So the honorable mention, because it isn't from 2025, I just happen to buy it, is the Keennison Basset Hound. If you guys saw my recent shorts, I really love this knife. Super slicey knife, very effective user. I might even get some Damascus scales made for it because I love it that much. The ergonomics are phenomenal. I love that I can get all the way to the front edge of the spine here and get some really good control. Very good everyday user. The two one-off categories are one, OTFs. I've handled some from Microtech this year, from Kershaw, and a few others, Hogue. But this Ocaso Lucent is without a doubt my favorite of the year. The overall aesthetic is just gorgeous. That satin, that polished satin finish is beautiful. Really enjoy this knife very much. I have the full version and the mini version. Both have super speedy action for an OTF. And let's face it, Ocaso really, in my opinion, controls the gentleman's market hands down. And I know that this is really for gentleman's user, but I got to tell you, I beat the heck out of this one. I threw it into a stump a couple dozen times. I mean, this thing was twanging, going back and forth, never broke. I've thrown it from 7 feet, 10 feet. I really tested it. I don't know why. I just really wanted to. I don't know that I would do it again, but it really handled everything I threw at it. And you add the overall aesthetic, how beautiful it is. This is definitely my favorite OTF of 2025. My second and last one-off category here is for a fixed blade, and this here is Amsler Knives, the static. This is CPM Magnica blade steel. I understand, guys, this is a smaller fixed blade, but this is so effective because of how thick the blade stock is. You can baton with it. You can really cut into pretty much any wood. I've used it on pine, walnut, as well as oak, and it cut very effectively. It's just a really strong knife. It obviously doesn't take up a lot of real estate. You can almost get 4 fingers on there, so you can get good control of it. Just really comfortable in hand, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's just beautiful. Love the sheen on this. Goes from a blurple all the way to a bronze in the back. And once you put the sheath back on, you can effectively use it as a pry bar as well, because once again, that thick blade stock. Just an overall beautiful design. He does great work for smaller EDC tools. If you guys haven't checked out Amsler Designs, you really should. But that's the static for Amsler Designs for my fixed blade of 2025. Now we're getting to the meat of it. So now I'm going to go through my top 4 knives of 2025 with the Urban line from DPX Gear. This is the Red Eye. It's from their Urban line. It's the Hest F, but a smaller model. It's murdered out with that red collar, so the overall aesthetic is just badass. I love this. It's a smaller version of their Hest F, so you get a nice 4-finger grip, and that's it. You have enough real estate to get your 4 fingers on there. Really just ties in tight with your hand, feels really comfortable. You can get really good control with it. And with all their Hest lines, whether it's the Urban or the Standard, they have super smooth action, very crisp, dialed in flipper tab. Whether you want to Spidey flick it, oh God, I love that audio too. Anytime you deploy one of their knives, it's super loud, it pops. Or if you want to use the thumb stud even as a lefty, there's no issue there. Just pops right out. Just an overall beautiful build. Solid construction. Whether you want to use this for light use, hard use, doesn't make a difference. If you guys haven't tried one of their knives, I'm telling you, you really should. They have solid construction on all of their models. Just beautiful knives. And that is my number 4 for 2025. Now, getting to the top 3. Giant Mouse GM14 and GMP14. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar. I'm assuming a good bit of you guys that are watching this are familiar with Giant Mouse. They come out with the GM and GMP once annually. These are both Vanex blade steel. This one is blacked out with the bronze inlays. Absolutely gorgeous. And as you saw with the GM14, you have the tie scales with the green canvas micarta inlays. Both Vanex blade steel, both bigger knives, obviously the same specs. Really comfortable, super snappy because they went with Riot as the OEM for this one. With the thumb stud, it pops. It's got super smooth action. Just really fun to use. Larger, aggressive blade shape. Feels really good in hand. Obviously, I'm a lefty, so with my right hand, I feel a little bit awkward, but you have a full-length hollow grind with that beautiful belt satin finish. Really love these two knives. Came in easily at number 3. And now, going to my number 2. This was my very first design from One Track Mind that I'd ever handled. This is the Zorn. It's got his logo there on the pivot. This overall aesthetic is just what grabbed me initially. You have that sort of polished satin finish. I love the clip on this. The ergonomics are so incredibly comfortable. Really, once again, almost like an extension of your hand. Never feel like you're going to lose control. You got this compound grind, which looks gorgeous. And he had, I think, 6 to 8 different variations of this. But the action is so smooth. By the time I release the lock and turn it around, it's already falling back into the pocket. It's perfectly centered. It's got a great lockup. And whether you deploy it as a Spidey flick, use it as a normal front flipper, roll it back, hear that pop, or pull it back, it's got very smooth action. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. It's got S90V blade steel, if I haven't said it already, but this was without a doubt my number 2 of 2025. Just a beautiful, beautiful design. And now going to number 1. I'm sure some of you know what's coming. I've said it before and I'll say it again. 2025 belongs to Numb Knife Works, the N1. Just a beautiful front flipper with their innovation, with their patent pending pinch lock. Very secure locking system. Incredibly smooth action. Front flipper works incredibly well, whether I want to roll it back. I can also pull it back or just use it as a standard front flipper. This obviously has multiple deployments. I can Spidey flick it. I can also, because he leaves enough room on both sides, I can use my thumb to deploy it. The action is incredibly crisp, very much dialed in. I love the overall aesthetic. And while I'm talking about aesthetic, I should also bring out the fact that I also have the DLC version. But I've done so many testing videos on these knives. You guys, if you haven't seen them, you should look at them because these knives are incredibly effective. Very slicey knives. And as you can see, they break in incredibly well. If you use them enough, there's no even bounce back on this knife. It just falls right into the pocket. I really love these knives. It was no question in my mind. This was my number 1 knife of 2025. And there you have it. Those are my knives for 2025. Again, you have, I'll just use one from each so I have enough room. We have the Numb Knife Works, the N1, my number 1 knife of the year. You have the Zorn from One Track Mind. You have the GM and GMP 14 from Giant Mouse. We have the Urban line, the Red Eye Hest F from DPX Gear. We have, for OTFs, the Lucent from Akaso. And last but not least, the Static from Amsler Knives. And don't forget the honorable mention would be the Keennison Basset Hound, which is a beautiful knife. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with a couple more videos, but that's it. My 2025 top knives. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again.